Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. It's Kenneth Walker. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Next receivers have spread the defense out. They were able to come through with a slash and run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 42. Looking to put a drive together.
Liking 18.
Throwing Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
On the move past the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
Okay, ready? Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
On the ground is Sean Jenkins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Browns at 500, sitting at 5-5. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Come on, come on. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
To throw is Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage. Too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, tell those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Roll, roll, roll. Stephanie, streak, streak, crack all 80.
In motion right, that's Dell.
Hop, 70, hop.
Walker now with 1st and 10. A little jerk. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You look at this Browns defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Get it. Go streak. 19, shot, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to go down. Back it up the 37-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Ready,
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency in this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated. So far, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop. Rig. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
An inside run to Jenkins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
We'll swing this out to Jenkins. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Panther 60, Panther 60, shot 60, shot 60.
Now Sanders. This short pass into the hands of the Joker. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Patterson's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's go now.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No runner goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. But most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's complete to Dell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready. Come on. Set. Hawk 70.
They're going to look to throw. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
Go check. Check back. 19 Tiger.
Trying the left side with Walker. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
60 Bison.
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Cowboy 80. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll set up to throw. And it is caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Ready, set. Big Lion. Hey, smash. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Steady.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Hey, smash, Bronco.
Again, it's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going.
what you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. But one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming down and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Streak, hurt. Go.
Here's Sanders. Setting up the screen for Sampson. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Get up. 19 Tiger. Get up.
Sanders to throw. And that's taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
18 Cardinal. Ready?
On first down, here's Jenkins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Head. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Jenkins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. Check smash. Ready?
They'll give it to Jenkins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Buffalo 18. Ready?
From the gun, it's Shador. And it's going to be caught for the Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put it in the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Sanders. Throw here, that's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here comes third and the length of the football.
Ready.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go! Bronco 80. Ready, right?
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw again, here's Sanders. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that's a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards the gain on the keeper at its 2nd down. Up the middle of the line, it's Walker. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, we're facing in the first half. Most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That was taken in by Spears. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready? Cougar 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Checks it down to Jenkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Bronco 80.
gun here. Sanders. No, it's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, Parker. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for easy completion and a first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. It's Sanders. He's taken in by Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing, Sanders. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Jenkins, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Cowboy 80. All the way. Go all the way. Mustang 19. Ready.
On third and goal, Sanders. Njoku pulls this one, and he's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we'll make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game, and the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth. It's almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? Which man go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Running left is Walker. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 3.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Sticking with one here on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Get it. Bronco 80. Go.
Walker with another carry. I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So with all that running room that he has the first first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk ball 80.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
70 Timberwolf. 19 Charger. 19 Charger. Cowboy 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
On play action, here's Shadur. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's what this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. And knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to...
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
And plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough.
Ready. Cowboy 8, go.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
17.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's running in, downfield is Horton. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Smith and Jigba in motion right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. The Browns, 12-yard line.
Second down in the yard. A give for Walker right away. He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Milrose pass. Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, man.
No, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now Sanders. He's going to air one out. This is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Gravity Lion.
The handoff is a Jenkins. And they follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
think this offensive line has got some smiles on his faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
We're in the middle of the field. He's got him right complete. Yeah, he'll be taken down after big yardage, but, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Okay, break.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Cowboy 80. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Jenkins going to run it out of the game. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
I don't think there's any question about it. As they go out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they've used it really well to play it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 Lions, 70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Well, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. To the left side, looked in by Horton. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Panther 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Penny on that one. Not getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Be very smart.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
Go.
Back to throw again. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here we go, first and goal. Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into R2G. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
This pass caught. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be going dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Come on, 18. Come on, come on. Hey. Nice.
He'll look to throw. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles. Rig. Hey, Trash.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Ready, set.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Get it. Gravity line. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Street. 18 Pioneer.
Once again, Jenkins. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle that slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And Bohorquez on to punt as he gets it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10.
18 rattle. Let's go. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Come 19. Cut 19. Ready, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Browns are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the fourth. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle.